Desde la gran diócesis de Trenton en New Jersey, esto es Cristo para Todos, con Erika Rodríguez, Alex Arias. La presentación especial de Getsemaní. Nuestros invitados el Padre Javier Díaz y Pedro Batista. Da inicio, Cristo para Todos.
Bien. Muy buenas noches, ¿cómo están? Bienvenido al primer programa de la quinta temporada de Cristo para Todos.
Hi, welcome to the Catholic Corner. I'm Monsignor Walter Nolan. You just watched the open to the Catholic Corner, followed by the open to Cristo para Todos, a Spanish language show which is also produced by the Diocese of Trenton. And you may remember a few years back, on a previous episode of the Catholic Corner, my dear friend Alex Arias was with us. Alex is one of the creators and the producer and host of the show. Since then, the program has gone through a name change, a new set design, and a new format. Alex is the Associate Director of the Diocese of Trenton Office of Communications, where he also produces videotapes and edits diocesan productions. In addition, Alex helped to create and produce the new Spanish language Diocese of Trenton quarterly newspaper, Paces. He also assists the communications office with other Spanish translations. Alex, thanks for being with us again.
My pleasure to be here.
God
Thank
bless you. No, you're always a good friend of ours.
Thank you.
Also joining us today is Erica Rodriguez. Erica, God bless that smile of yours.
Thank you.
Erica is the host for Cristo para Todos and a lead singer with the Cristo para Todos house band Gethsemane. Erica is from Costa Rica, where she was a Catholic radio DJ and a popular Catholic singer known throughout all of Costa Rica. Wow, that's wonderful. And Helen Medina is a college student.
Yes, I am.
God bless you. God bless you. And also a member of the Cristo para Todos house band Gethsemane. Helen is one of the lead singers for the band Gethsemane. Alex, how about we start our show by you telling us about this television show that you produce?
Well, it's already the fifth season that we just started, exactly, and we are very excited. We always want to challenge ourselves, and we always trying to come out with creative ideas of how the show can make more impact in the community, especially for those people that are very faithful to the Catholic Church. And so it's been a very nice journey these 5 years producing this show. And I'm just one of the producers, but we have a team of producers, Erica, Helen, and 5 more people. And I have especially one person that has been working very closely with us. His name is Steven Kairos, and he's a very talented person, and he's been helping us a lot with he has a lot of experience. So it's a team of people that is putting a lot of effort, a lot of time, and a lot of love and passion for Christ.
It's always better when we work with a team, isn't it?
That's correct. That's the way it is.
Ideas bounce back and forth, and someone comes up with a different idea, and you try it out, and we see that works, it doesn't work, and we try it again.
Something interesting, Monsignor, is that, the way my creativity works, I need always someone that help me to, motivate my creativity. And when we are together, when we're planning one show, and someone come up with an idea, more ideas come up. And it's like a brainstorming, and that's how the creativity start working. And that's how the show, we're trying to put every creative idea in the table so we can work it for the best of the community.
Someone told me that's how Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, some of it, some sketches,
maybe,
some nice.
Maybe you'll be, I don't know what night we'll pick, but we'll pick a night for you.
Well, it has the late night style show.
Good.
Because most of the time in the channels that are where people can view the show is usually at night. So we put that late night style into it.
Terrific.
In a Christian way.
In a Christian way.
Important.
The show has many different segments.
That's correct.
In the open of the show, you have a guest introduce the program.
That's correct.
Tell me, is it a new person every show that introduces the program?
It's very interesting because one of the things we're trying to open up to the community. And we have great leaders in the great servers people serving the diocese in different parishes throughout the diocese. And one of the things that we're trying to do is always to have two guests, actually. One that I will do the introduction of the show, like we just saw, and the other one, and that same person will do the meditation at the end of the show. That will be like the more important part where everything is wrapped up to that meditation. Everybody like have that moment, that experience with Jesus. And then we have another guest that usually is the expert. That's the person that whatever the topic we have is gonna be, he's gonna be answer the questions that we have, and people through the Facebook send questions, because sometimes we post in Facebook and ask people. We're gonna have a show, let's say for like this show that we just saw is Christian in Action. What would you like to ask to the expert? So that's how we work it, and then we put together the questions, and the expert trying to answer. Sometimes there are tough questions, but trying to answer the best of the knowledge that they have. But that's how we have it. So two guests, in every show. Usually, the person who does the opening and does the meditation is someone different.
Well, that's terrific. So you got to do a lot of homework. You got to go get a lot of work. A lot of people.
I know. But like I say, it's a community of creativity.
That's nice.
We are together in the same table, and it's so beautiful. Yes, this season is being taking a lot of our time and effort, but we're getting there. It's like it was really hard, right, when we started, but now we're getting little by little, and it's getting more. I don't want to say easy, but we're getting more used to it, to the new format of the show.
After a while, it's just like having a conversation like we're having.
Exactly.
We
can't wait to meet every
Thursday.
We're all
God's sons and daughters, and we're all brothers and sisters,
That's
right?
correct.
So we all
That's
just
correct.
share.
That's correct.
We have experts. That doesn't mean that we all can't have an idea, and we all can't just, somehow there's a little expert in all of us, I think.
That's correct. That's correct.
At least the feelings. I mean, feelings are feelings, and
That's correct.
And there's no right or wrong feeling in a sense. That's the way we think or feel. Erica and Helen, how did you get involved in, and why do you like being part of Cristo para Todos? And I pronounced that okay, didn't I?
Yes.
Cristo para todos.
Cristo
See?
para todos.
That's
I
correct.
don't say it as fast, but that's all right.
I let her speak in English, but I'm trained.
Good.
Okay. Alex,
I'm gonna translate for
later.
her.
Wonderful.
She's just learning English. She just came from Costa
Yes.
Rica when this is the second
But
season.
you know what you don't have to translate? Is their beautiful smiles.
That's correct.
Smile all over the world, right? Say it's all over the world. You don't even have to speak. All over the world.
That's correct.
Wonderful.
Esta sonrisa me la regaló el Señor.
She said that that smile that she has in her face, it was a gift from God to her.
That's true. That's true.
Es una experiencia maravillosa.
It's a beautiful experience.
La oportunidad de estar en el programa Cristo para Todos,
The opportunity to be in part of the team of Cristo para Todos,
para evangelizar a otros que no conocen de Dios.
to evangelize other people who doesn't know about God.
For me is a way to connect people with God through my singing, because I believe that God gave me the singing in order for them to just be connected to God, and that's the way I feel about it.
One of the great saints said that those who sing pray twice.
That's San
That's
Augustine.
true.
San Augustine.
So
That's
see
my
see
saint.
what you're doing?
I'm praying twice. I like that.
Yep. And you're also inviting others to pray twice, which is
Exactly.
nice.
That's
very
good.
nice.
That's true. That's
Very, very nice. What kind of feedback have you gotten so far from your program in the last 5 years?
Well, it's sometimes it's really hard for people to to post something on YouTube or to send us an email. But we have those. But the more beautiful feedback that we get is when we visited parishes, and people recognize it and say, "Oh, you are from Cristo para Todos." And we have many stories. Like one day, I'm going to share this one because I think this is very interesting. I was in New York, and I remember Patrick Dolan. That Patrick Dolan, that is part of the production team. We went to Starbucks, and I remember I was ordering coffee, and the girl that was helping say, "Do you want anything else, Alex?" And I was like, "Oh, how you know my name? I watched the show." Because she's part of that, she belonged to a parish in the Bronx that they can see the show there. I was really surprised about it. And we get this feedback. I remember one day we went to another restaurant and the person came, oh, I know you are the guy from the television show, Cristo para Todos. And the feedback, Erica tiene algunas, lo que dice la gente, si puede compartir.
Claro, están muy contentos la
And
gente
people are very happy
cuando me miran y pueden hablar conmigo,
when they see her and talk to her.
que es un nuevo proyecto
That is the new format is like a new project for the show
para evangelizar.
to evangelize.
Les gusta mucho.
And they love it. Yeah,
Gusta mucho. I love that.
Yeah, I love
that.
it.
exactly.
Very nice.
And Helen has such a beautiful voice. Erica too. She's an amazing singer too. So you know, we have some surprises for you later, Monsignor.
Yes.
You're going to want me to sing?
Oh well, Joe, you're more than welcome to do it.
No, when
Vamos
you
a
were-
cantar ahorita si
when you were
quiere.
talking, just to add on a little bit, I remember one time I was getting gas for the car in the gas station, and the fellow was, getting the gas. He looked at me and he said, "Are you the guy on television?" So you never know. You never know how people do see you and
Exactly.
appreciate what does happen. Now there's a few different segments, right, in your program, and one of the segments is a skit with a Christian message.
That's correct.
Tell me a little bit about these skits and how they help teach our faith.
Well, you know, the way we approach this for every topic that we're gonna be developing in the production team. You know, Steven, who is the person who is in charge of the skit script, we usually go between two kind of skit. One that could be a satire style with a message, and the other that could be a reflection. Like for example, the skit that we did for Christmas is a reflection, and it's very beautiful because at the end, when it's done, it come out with the reflection that the person, the guest, will do. So it wrap up very good. So the skit we divide in two parts, and the first one is like at the introduction, and then it continues at the end before the reflection. Because the skit always, you know, if it's a satire, you know, like the one that we're going to be seeing it was a show about Christian in actions. You know, in our regular daily life, you know, we are called to be Christians in whatever we do. And in Latin America, being like a missionary evangelization is very common for all of us. So we usually go to houses and all like that. But lately, it's being kind of hard for those who go to houses because people think like you are from another religion and all like that. And I visited families myself. I usually go to houses, and that's the way I do ministry too. So sometimes the skit go around. So this skit that we're going to be seeing is very interesting because this person that is trying to evangelize this old person that is by himself, alone, and all like that. But the guy doesn't wanna know anything about God. So how the show developed is kind of like in a funny way because she pretends to be like a someone that is like a thief, someone that is going to steal something. And she knock, and the guy say, "Are you sure you're a thief? You doesn't look like a thief." And the Erica who act that one say, "Yes, I am. Look at me. You know, I stole this from a garage sale." So it's a satire and all like that. And when finally he let that person get in, which is the missionary person, she say, "Why don't we start?" And the guy say, "Where you want to start stealing?" And Erica say, "Why don't we start by praying?" I say, "Praying? I thought you were an evangelization person." So that's how it developed. So then at the end of the skit, Erica the person that I act starts sending the message. And the message is not like we're trying not to pretend that we're going to go to a door and knock, say, "Hey, we're here to steal. Nobody will let you in." But it's a satire, so it has it gives you the opportunity to play that.
Let's take a look at this skit, and then maybe you can add on some more of your thoughts about the skit.
Absolutely,
okay?
absolutely.
Wow.
Ladrones y estafadores, buenas. Aquí estamos, en la puerta de su casa. Ahí hay alguien. Buenas. Aquí están sus ladrones y estafadores. No se esconda, ¿eh? Yo sé que ahí hay alguien.
¿Es usted ladrona?
Sí, señor. Soy ladrona de ladrones y estafadores a domicilio.
Por la forma que está vestida no me parece ladrona.
Ay, estos harapos. Si me los robé de un garacel.
¿Qué tal que yo le abra y adentro, cuando está adentro, es predicadora como esas?
Ay, no, ¿cómo se le ocurre? Déjeme entrar, vengo a robarle.
Con ustedes son 9 que han pasado por aquí. Vendedores de libros, vendedores de cursos de inglés. ¿Y qué pasa? Uno llegó que decía que vendía lotería, que ya se lo había pegado yo. Y cuando pasan, predicadores son.
No, ¿cómo se le ocurre? Abra, que vengo a robarle.
¿Es usted ladrona?
Sí, soy ladrona.
Pase.
Ah, pero mire usted qué montón de cosas tiene.
¿Dónde quiere empezar?
¿Por qué no empezamos dándole gracias a Dios por todas las cosas que usted tiene?
¿Dale gracias a Dios? ¿No me dijo que usted era una ladrona?
Sí, yo soy ladrona, robo almas para Dios, las que están en el mundo.
¡Caramba!
That's marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. So tell me a little more about.
This is the first part of the skit. Usually the skit runs by around 3 to 4 minutes, but the way we have it in the format of the show is like it runs first, and then it comes to introduction, but it let the people want more. Say, hey, what is this about? I can't believe this is done, but it continues later. But like I was saying before in the last, before we saw the skit, is, it's a satire. And sometimes, when Erica go and say, why don't we start thanking God about everything you have? The guys say, I thought you're here to steal. And then Erica's trying, that's when the messages start getting in. So she's trying to tell
She
the
plants
person.
plants the seed to think.
Exactly. And at the end, in the second part of the skit, one of the things that's very beautiful is that Erica take out like a business card and leave to the guy and say, if you feel, if one of these days you feel alone, you need someone to talk to or to pray, just call me.
Alex, another segment of the show is called Christians Under Construction. Tell me about this segment.
Well, that segment, actually, Erica is the one that usually go out and do the segment. How about if Erica tell us, Erika, hablando del segmento.
Cristianos en construcción, en esta parte es la honestidad en los cristianos. Vemos un grupo de niños acercarse a una billetera, tomarla y devolverla, tratar de devolverla.
But for this show, what we did was we left a wallet on the floor. So we have these 2 kids that didn't know about it and went found the wallet and returned it. So the purpose of this segment was to we as Christians are always, that's why we call it Christians under construction, because we always in constantly, renovation and construction till we're gonna be perfect. So
Well,
that's what we say.
let's watch and see how honest a couple of boys are when they found the wallet on the ground.
That's right.
Este es el espacio, el momento que todos esperaban. El día de hoy en Cristianos en Construcción. ¿Qué va a pasar con esta billetera? ¿Qué les parece si me acompañan? Vamos a ver qué sucede.
Una de las virtudes de nosotros los cristianos es la honestidad. Veamos a estos pequeños niños poniéndola en práctica. Y no solo los niños, sino también los adultos.
¿Había dinero en la billetera?
No.
No había dinero. ¿Y si tenía dinero? ¿Lo tomaras? ¿Lo ibas a tomar?
No.
¿Qué te dice tu abuelita?
Que si quiere algo nada más que lo pide.
¿Que lo deben de pedir?
Sí.
So, what were the boys saying?
She asked them that, that they found a wallet, and if it was money in the wallet, and the kids said, no, it wasn't, and if it were money in there, she asked them if they will take them, and they say, no, no, no. And then the other boy said that his grandmother always tells them that when they need something, ask for it, but never steal.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes.
What a nice message for not
Absolutely.
only
That's honest.
for everybody,
Correct.
young and old, to remember that.
That's
Children
correct.
too.
Wow. You also sometimes have a game, and you give away prizes.
That's correct.
Tell me how the game fits into your show. You do all this in one show. Oh my gosh.
We have so many segments, but that's the beauty of the new format. You know, the game has two purposes. One of them, to have fun. Well, the first one, I want to say, to learn, and the second one, to have fun. So it's a way that usually we ask two persons from the audience to come, and we do the game. So, like, we do one, like we call charades. So what we did is Gethsemane act like a scene from the Bible, and they have to guess which one it is. And we're gonna have one for you, and you're gonna have to guess it, Monsignor.
Okay. So we're going to watch this segment of that, and I have to guess from the segment?
No, after we come back, we have a little one for you.
Okay. We're going to have a live act.
That's correct.
Pongan atención. ¿Cuál es? La samaritana. ¡Un aplauso! ¡Bien! ¡Bien! Ese pasaje lo podemos encontrar en Juan capítulo 4 del versículo 1 al 45. Así que los invitamos para que se lo encuentren allí. Oh, okay.
Okay.
There it is. Are you ready for the game?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Unless
right,
you want to
Helen?
talk about that.
Sure.
So, we got to know a game here. Okay.
All right, you had to guess. This is a charade. You had to guess what part of the Bible we are trying to imitate here. Go ahead, Helen. Let's see, Monsignor. What do you think? What scene is it?
Well, I guess that's Mary and Jesus, and she's washing his feet, anointing the feet.
That's correct. That's
Good
correct.
work.
Very good. And you won. And what? Let's see what you won, Monsignor. And you won a Cristo para Todos shirt.
Terrific.
There we go. This is for you.
wow.
And this little keychain. And when you have stress, you just squish it. Thank you. Congratulations to Monsignor.
I might wear it out. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're
Very
welcome.
much. Wow. So you have a skit like that all the time. Terrific.
So we usually have different ones, depending on the topic of the show.
Helen and Erica, thank you so very, very much. Marvelous, marvelous acting. Why is it so important to have Catholic Spanish language programs?
Porque es tan importante.
For me, I think it's important because we live in a Spanish, different cultures in Spanish, like Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, and all these countries. And for them being together and just turning into one because they believe in the Lord and Jesus, it's a way of them connecting with the show, Cristo para Todos.
That's correct. That's true. It's very important.
Es importante porque podemos llegar directamente a muchas personas que de habla hispana,
Yeah,
español.
it's very important because it's a way for us to connect with many people, and using this outlet is very important.
Now, when you do your preparation or your show, you're not just doing it as a show. How does your own faith grow out of the shows that you do or the experiences that you have?
Ellen, you want to go first?
For me, being in the show has taught me a lot of things because for me, I was the girl that always went to church and that was it. But being in Gethsemane and Cristo para Todos, it's a way I grew as a person and my faith grew, and I think it's a way of me believing more on the Lord. And that's what I have to say.
Desde que yo vine a este país, yo dije, he venido a servir y no a ser servida.
What she said when she came to this country, his motto was like the Bishop O'Connell, that to serve and not to be served. And that's what she's been trying to do. That's how he's been helping her.
Y el Señor me ha puesto a trabajar después de 16 años que trabajo en la iglesia, a trabajar acá en Cristo para Todos.
You know, and after 16 years working in Costa Rica doing evangelization, the Lord brought her here so she can work here in the Diocese of Trenton.
Well, we're so grateful that the Lord brought you.
And for me, Monsignor, it's always been a journey. Every time, you know, that we come together and we come out with a show, is for us, for me, is I can see the Lord working throughout of us, you know, and that's a beautiful experience.
And the nice thing about it is I think we feel that we don't separate, you know, our experience of God. I mean, I always try to tell people, you know, that God's not up there somewhere. I mean, He's up there, but He's also in our hearts, and that God wants us to be friends. So He tells us, I hold you in the palm of my hand. One of the things that He said that I always thought my grandfather said until I found out that God really said it. He said, I call you the apple of my eye. You know, that's a beauty, isn't it? That's
beautiful,
like
yeah.
family. I mean, it's you can feel God present to us, and that's so marvelous. Helen, you're in college.
Yes, I am.
Oh boy! And what are you majoring in?
My major is history education with a double minor in political science and sociology.
So, do you see what you do here as helping you also in your experience of growth through education? And
yes, it is, because I have a lot of things going on in college, like I said, and here in Cristo para Todos, it's a way for me to just keep going and don't hold back, because here you have to, in Cristo para Todos, you have to be, you have to be responsible, and you have to be determined to do the things that they ask you to do, and that's what I use too in college.
And Erica, you have something happening in your life.
Ooh, yes. January 28. January 28.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
She's getting married.
Wow.
And here's the ring to prove it.
That's
Oh,
right. That's
there
right.
we go. We got to have a ring. You got to have a ring.
In the
Maybe
future.
we can just have a little song out of your hearts to kind
about-
of
yeah, that's
wrap
good.
it all
Go
up
ahead,
for
go
us.
ahead.
Is that okay?
Yep. Si cierro mis ojos, te puedo mirar. Si cierro mis labios, te puedo hablar.
Si alzo mis manos, te puedo tocar, porque tú estás en todo lugar.
Very good.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And don't
Monsignor.
ever let your hearts
And you can
stop
find
from
that
singing.
song, the song that we just sang, you can find it in this CD, is our production that we did. It's called Al ritmo de mi corazón, which is the rhythm of our heart. And you can find it here, and these are all original pieces from our pianist.
Marvelous. If you'd like to see some more episodes of Cristo para Todos, go to the website at youtube.com/Cristo para Todos. Bless you. Keep singing with your hearts and your blessings.
Amen.
Thank you very much. Wow, that was
very much.
beautiful. Girls, thank you.
El Espíritu de Dios su poder derramará. El Espíritu de Dios su poder derramará. El Espíritu de Dios su poder derramará. El Espíritu